we tried to clean up a few things. You know, we played obviously a couple of hard games, and in a back-to-back situation after the Chicago game, we took a look at some things and addressed them in a morning video session and a good walkthrough, and then a pretty good practice for a beautiful Sunday morning in Cleveland.
In 2 games, is there a common theme that you saw that you wanted to address? Have you seen anything in those 2 games?
You know, it's interesting that you asked that, Chris, because the 2 games obviously were significantly different. You know, we did a real poor job handling and valuing the basketball in the first game. We turned it around and in a 45-minute game had only 9 turnovers. So obviously that was not a similar thing. That was a dissimilar thing, and that was a good thing. We didn't rebound the ball particularly well in the first game, and we came out and we did a great job rebounding as we normally do in the second game. Again, a dissimilarity, not the same thing. You know, there's a lot of basic and fundamental things on defense that involve trust and truth that we have to constantly emphasize and constantly work on, not unlike any other NBA team, particularly at this stage of the season, and those were similar things. You know, just rotations and controlling the ball at the point of entry, and proper helps, proper stunts, things of that nature. That, you know, that it's part of the work in progress, but you gotta ramp it up and get better at those things sooner than later. And those were the things that we found that were similar in both of those games.
Speaking of rebounding, have you ever seen a line like
You know, it's
Tristan?
funny you guys said that, because once I saw it, I said to Trent Redden, our assistant GM, I said, man, you got to look up and see if that's a record. And then he came back with Popeye Jones getting 13 offensive rebounds and no defensive rebounds in a game. So he got me. Because like you, I was sure that was an NBA record.
Was that with Dallas?
You know, I'm not sure, but I believe so. I believe so. Look it up also, but Trent Redden's a pretty reliable guy, and when he tells something, I listen. But I was thinking the same thing.
Coach, how impressed were you with that performance that night? I mean, that was pretty incredible. He just, in the paint.
Tristan?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, Tristan is, he's an energy guy. He's a blue-collar worker. He's a guy that's willing to do the dirty work, and he's very, very effective and efficient. And you know, he's a fighter. He's the kind of guy that you want to have on your side.
Was everybody able to go and practice today?
Pardon me?
Was everybody able to go?
Yeah. We were good. Yeah, everybody went. Everybody practiced.
Tom Thibodeau said last night you guys played with an edge against them. How good is that to hear?
Last night he said, or the night before?
Well, no, last night in Minnesota he said, you know, in pregame that you guys the night before played
you know, normally when you get beat in your home opener and you're feeling not good about it, you should respond. And Coach Thibodeau is right. We did. We responded.
David, both games thus far kind of had an event feel to them.
Yeah.
Do you expect any point in the season?
That was a point that was made this morning, was that those games will be not unlike almost every game that we're going to play this season, by nature of who we got in Cleveland. And we need to prepare for that. We have to accept that challenge.
You guys were able to sign Varejao to an extension.
Mm-hmm.
Were you
great thing, by the way?
Right. Were you disappointed you weren't able to do something with Tristan?
Oh, I'm not disappointed at all, because we love Tristan. We want Tristan as part of this family, and we very much hope to see him here.
Do you think, by virtue of the way those 2 games had so much attention, that you gain more experience as a group in 2 games than a group normally would over the course of 2 games?
You know, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. I hope so. I hope so.
This is going to be the first road trip for you.
Yeah, right away, huh?
Yeah.
Right in our face, right away. Yeah.
Is that good? Is that a good thing? Is that something you want to get out there?
I think most people will tell you it is good. I'm not sure. Talk to me in another 5 days, I'll tell you.
Why are you not sure, folks?
You know, we are not a well, we're a veteran team in terms of the players' experience, but we're not a veteran team in terms of being together. And those are very demanding, challenging, and difficult trips. So we're going to have to see how well we respond to that. You know, if we were another group with great continuity, I would tell you, yeah, better to get it done out of the way early. But the most important thing, Chris, is we don't have any choice in the matter. So we just better step up and face it, and that's it.
Could it be a good bonding experience like you had in Brazil?
We've been bonding and bonding. You know? I don't know if we need any more bonding. We need a lot of playing, not any more bonding. We're good. Bonding-wise, we're good.
You mentioned all the wins you had in Europe, but still a milestone win. Did you get any memorable texts or voicemails after your first NBA win?
I did. One of my friends wrote me, you know, that's wonderful, great job on your first win. Make sure it's not your last. That was the best I got.
What'd you do with the ball, Coach?
Actually, Cobra took it for me. The club is going to have it embroidered, and that will be a wonderful memory.
Yeah, what did that mean to you when the guys did that in the locker room?
It was totally unexpected, and it was a beautiful thing, man. You know, it was moving.